जहां होश भी है जहां cricket है आओ देखे cricket TV.
Welcome back to Cricket TV. I'm Hetvi Patel, and we have, as always, our analysts with us, Nikhil Morsawala and Narayan Pasari. This is match number 5 of IPL 2026, LSG versus DC at Ekana Stadium. दोनों टीम्स रीबिल्ड मोड में है और दोनों के पास प्रूव करने को काफी कुछ है. एलएसडी का कोर स्ट्रॉन्ग है विद ऋषभ पंत, निकोलस पूरन, मिचेल मार्श. ही है बॉलिंग में शमी, नोरजे, मयंक यादव. मिडिल ऑर्डर भी स्ट्रॉन्ग है. तो क्या लग रहा है इस बार एलएसडी का इश्यू टैलेंट नहीं है, एग्जीक्यूशन करेंगे कि नहीं? विल इट ट्रांसलेट इट ऑन द फील्ड? नारायण सर.
So today is the 5th match, and with this match, all the teams would have played 1-1 match each. All the first 4 matches have been won by the home team, whether it is RCB, Mumbai Indians, RR or PKS. तो आज ऋषभ पंत लखनऊ को जिताएंगे क्या? That is one issue, which is question which is everybody will be asking today. So if you see head to head, there are 7 matches played between the sides. Delhi has won 4 and Lucknow has won 3. In fact, if you see, Lucknow dominated earlier encounters and DC has gained the upper hand in the most recent matches, if you see. According to me, in the Lucknow camp, the players to watch, according to me, first of all, it is Rishabh Pant, the captain. All eyes are on him, as he faces his former franchisee for the first time. His ability to handle Delhi's spin, Azhar and Kuldeep in the middle orders would be one of the game's defining tactical battle actually today. That is one thing. Then they have Nicholas Puran, and the X factor of the LSG middle order. Puran was one of the leading 6 hitters in the last season of IPL, if you see. And he remains the primary threat during the death overs, especially if the surface plays slow. Looking at the Abana surface at Lucknow, it is likely to be a bit slow, basically. Then, of course, you have Mohammad Shami, a massive addition to the LSG pace battery for 2026. His experience and ability to extract movement from the new ball makes him a lethal in the power play, actually lethal threat in the power play. And there is Mayank Yadav, known for his extreme pace. He's consistent above 140, 145 roughly, and he's a favorite of the crowd in Lucknow. His spell against the Delhi top order, particularly against his former captain KL Rahul, will be really watched actually. So this is from my side on the Lucknow team.
Thank you, sir. ऋषभ पंत खेलेंगे इस सीजन में या फिर we will see a repetition of 2025? Nikhil,
I
sir?
think, I think, one of the most, I think, very contradictory stories of Indian cricket is of Rishabh Pant. And I think somewhere along the line, it's tragic comic. It's a lesson in what life teaches you, because, suddenly at the peak of his career, accident, people never seem to come back. And then the way he bounces back within a short time. And then suddenly, after bouncing back, suddenly so much competition in his sphere of excellence, in his sphere of skill, where you have multiple wicketkeeper options with KL Rahul, Dhruv Jurel, Sanju Samson, Ishan Kishan, plethora of riches for India suddenly, where you were searching for a wicketkeeper. Now you have to decide, I have got 10 of them, you could build a whole team of wicketkeepers, honestly. Now, and now, so I think, it's such a story that, fascinating story for me of Rishabh Pant. Yo-yo, कभी कभी खुशी कभी गम जो कहानी है स्टोरी हिंदी पिक्चर वाली, but ये ऐसा ही है. He was right at the top 2 years ago, and then suddenly he's nowhere in the team. No T20, no ODI, no test match, just not because he is not playing well, because somebody else is playing better than him. And I think that's something that life teaches us. But I think a point for him to prove that he's still a force to reckon with. He needs to get it. I think somewhere, I think sometimes, I think he's not captaincy material. You should allow him to play. You should allow him as a player to just let himself lose, because captaincy brings with it its own problems, its own stress, its own self doubt. मैं ये करूँ क्या, मैं वो करूँ क्या, मैं ये करूँगा तो क्या होगा, मुझे गाली पड़ेगी क्या, मुझे ब्लेम किया जाएगा क्या. मुझे लगता है as a captain player, the captain wicket keeper, as opposed to let us say KL Rahul, when you see him as a captain, or MS Dhoni as a wicket keeper captain, or even Ishan Kishan as a wicket keeper captain, or Sanju Samson as a wicket keeper captain. Amongst these people, wicket keepers who have been captains, I think Rishabh is the weakest amongst them, because he is impulsive. He's absolutely an instinctive player. He doesn't think. He doesn't stop. I mean, he has some of the most odd shots to play in the firmament of cricket. So I think he should tell his management boss, मुझे captain मत बनाओ, मुझे मेरा गेम खेलने दो, मैं आपको गेम जिता के दूंगा. I'll win the game for you. Just let me be Rishabh Pant. And I think that is a key for Lucknow. You have to let Rishabh go, because otherwise they are a team of fantastic cricketers. And I was thinking, this morning when I was thinking about Lucknow, that in a hand, all our five fingers are different, right? They are different length, different size. Unfortunately, in Lucknow, what is happening is everybody is the same. Everybody is top. It's like five fingers being of the same size. Then it doesn't make a hand. So what you need is not just brilliance in each player. What you need is each one player complementing the other. And I think that is somewhere missing in the lineup. Very strong batting, amazing batting lineup. I think they also got Josh Inglis now in this auction. I think Lucknow got it right, not Delhi.
Yes,
Lucknow got
yes.
Josh Inglis. Now they have. I mean, look at the batting riches. Makram, Marsh, Puran, Pan, Badoni,
Dhoni,
Shehbaz, uh,
Samad.
Akshat Raghuvanshi, Josh Inglis, Himmat Singh. My God, I mean, it's like crazy, completely crazy. So there was solid batting lineup on the bowling side. They're okay. I think Mohammad Shami needs again to prove himself. He has been absolutely sidelined as far as the national team is concerned. But I still think he's got a lot of potential. One of my favorite cricketers, actually. And of course, that bowler, I hope he's controlled the wasting Rakhi. He doesn't go there and do all that nonsense, and focuses on his game, because I think he's a good bowler. He thinks, he's a thinking bowler. He has the skill, but attitude sometimes, like it used to happen with Riyan Parag once upon a time. Attitude brings him down. So I think he needs to curtail that attitude. He needs to be a little more mature and evolved. Otherwise, he's a good ammunition for Lucknow to control and take wickets of the opposition. So that's my sort of summation. Good team, but not coming together. I mean, last time they started to deceive. Individual games, brilliance, came back from behind, lost four games out of five. Both teams have lost four games in the last five games. Delhi actually have lost four out of five, four out of four. They won, lost, and I think LSG has lost one, lost. So four out of five, both lost. So they are the decline in the last tournament. They won the first. They did the well in the first half of the tournament. Did very badly in the second half, and therefore one landed up at seventh and one at fifth. Fifth, Delhi was
Fifth,
fifth,
yeah.
and LSG was seventh. So I think they are a point to prove. We'll come to Delhi later, but I think Lucknow definitely good individuals, great talent need to come together as a team.
We should look at even Avesh Khan as a bowler,
Absolutely.
and
Again, one of my
Norke,
favorites.
Norke, and
Again, one of
Norke.
my favorites. One of the most
Yes.
underrated players. Yeah.
Yeah. And Delhi is looking slightly more balanced, not because Akshar Patel is captain, but it is on paper. They have KL Rahul, Kuldeep Yadav. Spin department उनका strong दिख रहा है. Sir, Nikhil sir or Narayan sir, anybody. For Delhi, what do you think? Akshar Patel की leadership question
Narayan, you
में
go first.
किसी ने तो comment किया था. He's too calm.
So Akshar Patel now leading the Capitals, he has a dual threat with his tight left arm spin and improved finishing of the bat, that makes him a very balanced asset in the DC team. That is very important. That is why what he brings to the table. Of course, KL Rahul is a complete role reversal now. The former LSG skipper now anchors the Delhi Capitals top order. So his intimate knowledge of the Ekana pitch, the Lucknow pitch, and his anchor to aggressor style makes him the most vital wicket for LSG bowlers actually. So KL Rahul is a KL Rahul. You can't debate much about him basically. Of course, Kuldeep Yadav on the Akana surface, one of the trusted spinners of Delhi Capital. His variations are lot to be seen, and his head-to-head record against Puran and Pant will decide the momentum when LSG bat. Very important because it is Kuldeep versus Puran and Pant basically. And of course, Lungi Nigri entering the IPL on the back of a strong T20 World Cup champion performance, his change of pace deliveries and his willy cutters are perfectly suited for the Lucknow trying section. So I think these four people, apart from the team, and they have a Patum Nishanka, a Nitish Rana, a Tristan Stubbs of David Miller, nothing, Ashutosh Sharma, Vipraj Nigam, and Natarajan. So that is the what it looks like. A good side. खाली how to work out is to be seen today. कैसा देखते हैं, कैसा करते हैं. And Aksar is a good captain, no doubt about that. I think he'll use his resources to the best of his knowledge.
Nikhil, sir.
Again, I think Delhi has a lot of fast scorers. They have, if you look at their batting lineup, in terms of batsmen who can throw in the anchor and stay for 20 overs, I think you just have two of them, KL Rahul and probably Akshar Patel. Otherwise, Prithvi Shaw, Abhishek Porel, Tristan Stubbs, Ashutosh Sharma, David Miller, ये सब आपके तोड़ फोड़ वाले नीतीश राणा, they are fast scorers who cannot whom we cannot expect. Karun Nair maybe to a certain extent has some maturity instinct, but otherwise all the other players are those players who instinctively want to hit shots. So I think they will have a challenge over there in seeing who's going to anchor the innings. And I think KL Rahul के ऊपर बड़ा burden आएगा उसका. Not only because he's one of the most players in the team in terms of experience, but also because he's going to open the innings and I think he's got to stay there at least through the power play and beyond, because he can afford to lose wickets at the other end, but he should, I think, drop anchor. He's going to be a key there for, according to me. And if they play Prithvi Shaw, I think then you probably have Vipraj Nigam as the impact player, because Vipraj is a good spin bowler. I think he'll command Kuldeep Yadav and Akshar Patel in the spin department. So I think if Prithvi Shaw plays when they are batting, when DC is batting first, then it will be Vipraj as the impact. And if DC is bowling first, then obviously Vipraj will be in the team and Prithvi will be the impact sub. So that's it. That's, I think, the trade-off in this team. It looks like that. Otherwise, they are sorted in the initial part. KL Rahul, Abhishek Porel, Akshar Patel, Tristan Stubbs. They all choose themselves. Ashutosh Sharma, David Miller, they're all there. In the bowling department, I agree. NGD is going to be a key bowler. He's in good form. He played well in the World Cup. I'm not much sure about Dushmant Chamira, because Sri Lanka did not overall as a team do well in the World Cup, and Chamira was not right there in the headlines most of the time. One of the most expensive acquisitions. I don't know what he's going to do. Akib Nabidar from Kashmir. I think they paid some 12, 13 crores for him.
Yes.
Some very large amount. So I think on yesterday's match, actually, I forgot to mention Connolly. Probably the only player who justified his ticket size, the amount that was paid for him.
Yes.
Cameron Green, you know what happened. Then we saw the other high-priced players in the other matches really nowhere in the picture.
Karthik Sharma.
कार्तिक शर्मा, all those 8 crores, 2 crores, 10 crores, कहीं भी कहीं दिखाई नहीं दिया कोई. तो ये देखने वाली बात आज ये है कि अकीब नबदल, मैंने नाम भी पहली बार सुना है शायद, क्योंकि मैं फॉलो नहीं कर रहा हूँ जम्मू की टीम को. कश्मीर, आई सेड जम्मू एंड कश्मीर टीम. आई एम नॉट वेरी श्योर व्हाट ही डज, बट आई होप ही जस्टिफाइज हिज टिकट साइज and does what Akshar Patel wants him to do. But again, for me, the key is Akshar Patel. Well, I always said in the pre-tournament also that he is the X factor. He's a great cricketer and a great captain, a thinking captain. He can change the match just purely on the basis of his strategic moves. And I think watch out for is the matchup between Rishabh Pant as a captain and Akshar Patel as the captain. Let's see what they do.
Yes. And I think I agree, or we would all agree with both of our analysts कि KL Rahul का role बहुत crucial होगा in terms of anchoring the inning and accelerating it. While Kuldeep Yadav could slow down the innings for in the middle over या collapse ला सकते हैं. देखते हैं मैच कैसे interesting बनता है. Pitch conditions देखे तो इकाना की pitch traditionally slow रही है and it helps the spinner. What do you think our typical score
Yes.
today will be? Narayan sir,
180.
180. Nikhil sir?
Yeah, it does look like a very high scoring match, and there's no threat of rain. And Lucknow is pretty dry at this time of the dry heat. I think a lot will depend on whether there's a lot of dew in the second half. But I think the team batting first should look at a 160 to 180 score. Both are defendable. This is not a pitch on which you can go out and hit your shots very easily. So when a 160 score is defendable, 180 is a great score on this pitch. I think if the team batting first does 180, I would give them a higher chance of succeeding in today's match. So let's see where that goes, and I think good matchup between the two teams. I mean, what would you do if you won the toss? I don't know. I think it's very instinctive on the pitch. What you think at that given point of time, it's a 50-50. You can bat first or bowl first.
So Lucknow has been historically a very low scoring venue, in fact, and it aids spinners very early.
Yeah,
But of late, in the few matches, pacers are also now taking advantage of the pitch. So we don't know कि कैसे क्या जमेगा. And as Nikhil mentioned, dew is expected to be a very significant factor in the second innings. तो मेरे ख्याल से जो टॉस जीतेगा ना वो पहले बॉलिंग ही लेगा. And he
bowling.
would like to chase in the
Bowling
second
second will be tough.
innings.
I agree.
एंड लखनऊ में तो 23 से लेके 36 का डिग्री का है. तो कोई वहाँ चांस नहीं है कोई बारिश वारिश आने की भी. हालांकि 10% चांस लिखा है उसने, बट अभी कुछ बारिश हुई नहीं है लास्ट 7-8 डेज के अंदर. मेरे ख्याल से तो द की मैचअप विल बी बिटवीन ऋषभ पंत एंड कुलदीप यादव.
Brilliant.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to that. And Rishabh Pant falling over after hitting a six. And just a word on the AI for our viewers actually. There are a lot of errors. We have been experimenting with this for the last, I think, this is the fifth match we're doing it. And what has been observed is that there is still a lot of data out there in the internet which is faulty. And you get player choices, and you get. So, yesterday, for example, and maybe 2 days ago, when we asked for the highest wicket taker and the highest scorer, there were names which did not comprise the team members. There was an outside name, meaning that that player had transferred to another team. However, AI thought that that player was in this team and therefore chose that name. So just a word of caution to our viewers that when you rely on AI, don't do that blindly. You need to bring in your qualitative thinking. You need to bring in your analysis and your knowledge of the game, because that's how we detected it. That, oh, this guy is not here. Already played in another match and in another team. So your knowledge is important in order for you to extract the best out of AI. You can't just type in a question or Copilot or on Claude and expect them to tell you the right answer, because they are relying on data which could be faulty. For them, there is no value judgment. For them, it is just what is there, and they just extract that. So be careful if you're going to be looking at AI. What we bring to you is curated. We ensure that we take one level below that, we go below one level, see whether AI is right or not, check it out, and then question AI. So it's like an iteration. You question AI, they give you an answer. Then you re-question AI and say, is this right? Are you sure? Then AI gets back, and then you do a third iteration, and then you get a filtered answer, which is probably 99.9. She still doesn't rule out errors, but it's still 99.99 true to the statistics that exist on the internet, and therefore can be relied upon as a technical analysis and a arithmetical analysis of whatever question that you may have put to AI. And also use multiple AI. If you use one AI, you'll probably get into that rut of the same error being repeated again and again. So So sometimes use Gemini, sometimes use Copilot, sometimes use Claude, sometimes use whatever, and then move forward. Then move forward. So I think word of caution again: don't rely blindly. Look at stuff. Question again. Ask the question two, three times. Question AI yourself, and then filter out the answer, and then use it if you are a betting person or relying on that for whatever you will be doing with the answer.
So at the end, this means that Nikhil, Narayan, and Hetvi are still important to cricket TV.
Absolutely. I mean, it goes without saying because honestly, this is I thought that was just platitudes when we started, but now with my experience and sitting and analyzing, it's you can't do away with the human factor. That intelligence that has to come into play if AI has to be effective. So AI is very good, but not without human beings.
And a lot of viewers who have seen are happy that this initiative has been taken by the cricket TV team actually. So I've got a lot of feedback from them. Some of them I've shared with you all. So people are really happy about it. Let's continue. We'll refine it by the 74th match.
Absolutely. Super.
आप लोग चिंता मत कीजिए, हमारे सनी प्रेडिक्टर जी काफी तराशे हुए हैं. निखिल सर ensures that whatever data is given or shared with you are verified and correct. So don't worry. Next segment with Sunny Predictor ji. And now, before we close, let us go to Sunny Predictor ji. Sunny ji, my first question to you is, who will win match number 5 of IPL 2026 between Delhi Capitals and Lucknow Super Giants?
DC appears slightly better positioned to win the April 1st clash, thanks to a more balanced squad, stronger spin attack, and stability in leadership. Multiple expert previews and prediction models lean toward DC edging out LSG in a tight contest based on a stronger spin attack, crucial on Ekana's slow pitch, a better squad balance, a slight historical advantage.
My second question is, can you analyze the pitch and venue conditions for us?
The Ekana Stadium pitch is known for a slower surface assisting spinners. Scores of 155 to 175 are competitive. Chasing can be tricky as the pitch slows down, though stats show a slight edge for teams batting second. Weather is predicted as clear skies, pleasant temperatures between 24 and 28 degrees Celsius. No rain interruptions are expected.
Next, if you could tell us the strength and weakness of Lucknow Super Giants.
Lucknow Super Giants, LSG, strength strong middle order. Rishabh Pant, Nicholas Pooran, Mitchell Mas. Bowling boosted by Mohammad Shami, Anrich Nodje, and fit again Mayank Yadav. Weaknesses are an inconsistent form from last season where they finished 7th. They have lost 4 of their last 5 matches.
And how do you assess the Delhi Capitals squad this season?
Balanced squad with KL Rahul, Akshar Patel, and Kuldeep Yadav. A strong spin department that is a key strength on a slow Lucknow pitch. A more settled lineup and leadership stability. Weaknesses are an inconsistent last season where they finished 5th. They have also lost 4 of their last 5 matches. Head to head, DC wins 4. LSG wins 10.
Who do you think will be the highest run scorer and highest wicket taker for Delhi Capitals?
Large circle Delhi Capitals, DC, highest run scorer, KL Rahul. Rahul is listed as a key player for DC in the previews and is known for dominating on slower pitches with power hitting. His form and role at the top, middle order make him the most likely to anchor or accelerate DC's innings. Expert previews highlight him as a major batting threat. Bull's eye highest wicket taker, Kuldeep Yadav. Ekana's pitch offers assistance to spin as the match progresses. Kuldeep is consistently listed among DC's key bowlers and thrives on slow, gripping surfaces. His wicket-taking ability in the middle overs makes him the strongest candidate.
And for Lucknow Super Giants?
Lucknow Super Giants, LSG, highest run scorer, Nicholas Pooran. Pooran is highlighted as one of LSG's key players and is in the core batting group expected to deliver. His ability to dominate spin and accelerate at the death makes him the most likely top scorer. Bull's eye highest wicket taker, Mohammad Shami. Shami is listed as a key bowler for LSG and remains their most reliable strike bowler. With early swing and his powerplay wicket-taking record, he is the strongest candidate to lead the wickets tally.
What is your predicted power play score for Delhi Capitals?
Large circle Delhi Capitals, DC, predicted power play score, 42 to 50 runs. Why this range? DC's top order tends to start positively but not recklessly. Ekana pitch is slow early, reducing boundary flow. DC may play cautiously against Shami Jod Mayank Yadav's pace up front. Expected pattern: 1 to 2 early boundaries per over. Possible early wicket. Acceleration only around overs 4-6.
And for Lucknow Super Giants,
Lucknow Super Giants, LSG, predicted power play score: 46 to 54 runs. Why this range? LSG's openers are more aggressive in the first 6 overs. DC's power play bowling is not as threatening as their middle overs spin. Ekana pitch offers less seam movement than swing-friendly venues, helping LSG's batters. Expected pattern: a few more boundaries than DC. Risk of losing a wicket to Nagidi or Kyle Jamieson. Slightly higher scoring intent.
right. Any closing comments from both of you, either of you?
I think the end of the first 10 games, 5 games with all 10 teams having played one game is showing up one interesting, not a paradox, but one interesting uh, uh, aspect of the table of the net run rate. And I think this is where a lot of teams will have to sort of pull up their socks and worry, because RR is at 4.171. That's crazy. And RCB is at plus 2.9. So even if the other team match them in score in terms of their points, I don't know whether this sort of margin of victory which both these teams had is crazy, right? So I think teams now batting or coming up in the second part of this, the one episode of one match is over. Now they'll have to worry that what's my net run rate? Am I there? Is there a difference too big? Am I going to match RR but go bad on the run rate? Am I going to match RCB or go bad on the run rate? It's something that these teams will have to worry about. So they need to watch that last column, net run rate.
सो लेट्स सी आज का मैच कैसा जाता है, फिर कल टेबल देखेंगे कौन कहाँ पे खड़ा है आफ्टर टुडेज मैच. आप बताइए, एलएसडी का फायर पावर या डीसी का बैलेंस? Like, share, and subscribe to Cricket TV, all things cricket and more, and we will meet you at the next review. Thank you.
Thank you.
आओ देखें क्रिकेट टीवी, जहां मिलने लगी क्रिकेट की सारी बातें, जहां जोश भी है, जहां होश भी है, जहां क्रिकेट है. आओ देखें क्रिकेट